Chapter 51, Chapter 14. 1 year has passed since Zeal worked at Duke Hazel's residence. Not much has changed since then. During this year, there have been no accidents that have happened as before, so all the residents of Duke Castelline's residence can feel relieved, and they can live in peace without thinking about danger that threatens him. Duke Hazel and his wife treat Zeal well. Clara has been busy practicing magic diligently for the past year, and Beatrix is still suspicious of Zeal. Sometimes she invites Zeal to practice with Clara, since she also knows swordmanship. She thought it would be fine to teach Zeal and Clara at the same time. Of course, Zeal had to accept it. He started practicing swords with Beatrix in the last half year, of course. Zeal always pretended to lose every practice with her. Beatrix had keen sense of the intuition, so she must have senses that something was amiss in every practice match, but Zeal just ignored it and pretended not to notice. Currently in the back garden, Clara and Beatrix are practicing magic. Zeal was there as Clara's butler, watching what they were doing, apart from 3 of them. At this time, Duke Hazel and his wife were also observing Clara's practice, while drinking tea and eating snacks. Clara, you're great. You officially became a senior mage. Congratulations, Beatrix smiled. Looked at Clara, who is currently casting 4 magic circles in front of her. Thank you, Auntie. It's all thanks to the training you gave me. Otherwise, it might take me a few more months to become a senior mage. Clara answered happily because she got praise for her teacher. Because you are a smart student, so you quickly understand what I teach you, but you can't be arrogant. There are people out there who are the same age as you and have become magic masters. She rubbed Clara's head and advised her. I understand, Auntie. I will train hard so that I can become stronger. Quickly, Clara glanced her little fist and said with a determination, Yes, but you have no remember that you can't push yourself. Beatrix chuckled and flicked Clara's forehead. Huh, Aunt? Of course. I'll do it to the best of my abilities. And don't treat me like a child. She was in pain, holding her forehead while petting her cheeks. Her behavior is so adorable. Even Duke Hazel and his wife laughed at it. Thank you, Beatrix, for being willing to teach my daughter all these years. Duke Hazel and his wife got up from their chairs and walked over to Beatrix and Clara. You don't need to thank me. Clara's always my niece, of course. I enjoyed teaching her. Beatrix smiled at Duke Hazel's words. Clara couldn't help but smile shyly. But Beatrix, are you guys going that fast? Eleanor was silly remembered something became sad. Of course, Ellen, because in 3 days academic enrollment will open and we have to get there before that time. Beatrix and Clara will leave for Victoria City tomorrow to register and take the Pinquimentia grad entrance exam. The journey from Moisen City to Victoria City by horse carriage taken by 1 day. Because of that, Beatrix decided to leave early so Clara would have more time to prepare for the exam, but Eleanor was still unwilling to be separated from her daughter for a long time, because since childhood Clara has always been spoiled and close to her, and she won't feel lonely assuming they were separated. Eleanor didn't want that, so she found it hard to let her go. Honey, didn't we talk about it before? Duke Hazel saw his wife's condition, immediately reminded her, although he felt the same way with his wife, but he couldn't be selfish by keeping his daughter with him. Besides, that Clara is also an adult, and she has something she wants to achieve in her life. But honey, Eleanor still couldn't let her go. Mom, I just want to attend the academy. It's still in the Nigel Kingdom, so Mom and Dad can still go visit me, or I will visit you on vacation. Carla held Eleanor's hand to calm her down. You have to pass the exam first before you can say that. Beatrix's words were like pouring cold water on Clara. Even though Clara Castelline has already received an invitation from the Picquimenia Grade Academy, but whether or not she can attend depends on her abilities during the exam. Auntie, you should have encouraged me instead of making me insecure. Clara puffed her cheeks after hearing Beatrix's words. Duke Hazel and Eleanor who saw it laughed. The previous heavy atmosphere became lighter. Yeah, I understand. I thought it would be easy to accept it when Clara told me that she was going to apply to the academy you talked about earlier, honey. But somehow, when the time came, I just couldn't accept it. And probably just my selfishness. Eleanor stroked Clara's cheek and pinched it. She didn't force the first time Clara heard the news of the academy from her father. Clara was very motivated after hearing the purpose of this academy. She said that she should attend the academy. She would become a great mage by studying there. She would make many friends her age in that academy. Seeing her determination at that time, Eleanor had supported her daughter by asking her old friend Beatrix to train her magic, because from what her husband said, the academy would hold an entrance exam to filter talent students regardless of their status, so nobility or royal status will be useless there. Mom, what are you doing? I forgot to ask this. How about Ken? If I go to the academy, isn't his job here as my butler? If I wasn't there, would Ken? Clara asked with a worried face. She thought that Zeal would be fired from his job after she went to the academy, and Clara would never see him again. About that, I've already discussed it with Ken. From the start, he served you as your butler, as well as your guardian. That's why he will also enroll in the academy with you. Duke Hazel has been talking about it since a month ago. At the time, Duke Hazel was thinking about Clara leaving from Victoria's City, but he was worried about Clara's safety, and he thought she would be alone there. He didn't know what kind of friends she would have in the future. There are no girls around Clara's age here, and she rarely hangs out with other noble children, because she is a very shy girl. When he saw Zeal, he finally remembered that Zeal's main duty was to be her guardian. Zeal's age is also the same as Clara's, so he's eligible to enter the academy. After discussing this with Zeal, he didn't expect that Zeal would immediately accept it. Since then, it was decided that Zeal would go to Victoria City with Clara and enroll in the academy. Really, Dad? So Ken will go to the academy with me? Clara looks very happy to hear what his father has said. Of course, he will be your butler as well as your guardian there. Luke nodded slightly in Clara's enthusiasm. Yay. Clara subconsciously jumped up and shouted with joy, but then she realized everyone there was looking at her while smiling. That's good. At least I have a friend I know there. Clara turned her blushing face away. Is that so? So you'll be lonely without Ken? Eleanor didn't miss an opportunity to tease her daughter. I already expected it. That's why I asked Ken to accompany you there, Duke Hazel's joins, and are teasing Clara with his wife. Thank goodness, Clara, you're not going to part with him. Beatrix dealt with the finishing blow. The trio of them smiled meaningfully at her. As Clara's face turned red to her ears and secretly glanced at Ken. When their gazes met, she finally reached her limit. You're bullying me, she shouted and ran inside the mansion. Everyone who saw her laughed heartily. Only Zia was silent, seeing that. The next day, in front of the gates of Duke Castellane residence, parked a luxurious carriage. There Duke Hazels, his wife and Raven, according Clara and others to Victoria City. They will go using the horse-drawn carriage. Clara, you have to listen to what Aunt Beatrix has to say. You have to be low profile there, and be careful about making friends. If you want to go somewhere, try to ask Ken to accompany you. Don't hang around at night. Don't, Eleanor advised Clara while holding her hand, as if she was reluctant to let her go. Honey, if you keep it up, they'll probably be leaving tonight. Duke Hazel smiled bitterly at his wife's attitude. I understand, honey. She then hugged Clara tightly. Mom, take care after I'm gone. Clara also hugged her back. Yes, you'll also take good care of yourself there. Eleanor then let her go with her. Beatrix, Ken, please take care of Clara there. Duke Hazel smiled at the exchange of his daughter and wife, then looked at Beatrix and Ken, who were already waiting in front of the carriage. Don't worry, I'll take care of her at the academy, although Beatrix had to do her job as a teacher there, but she will check on Clara sometimes. Yes, sir, Zeal answered briefly. Well, now it's time for us to go, otherwise we won't be able to get there as planned. Beatrix immediately called Zeal and Clara. Dad, Mom, I'm going first. Clara immediately waved her hand to her parents, then entered the carriage, following by Zeal and last Beatrix, and the horse-drawn carriage immediately departed after they all entered. Be careful on the way, Eleanor shouted while waving her hand. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she watched the carriage, and the carrying her daughter began to disappear from her sight. Luke Hazel immediately hugged his wife, who was crying.